Hey everyone, this is Ayush for Qwich, and this is the new Asus Zenfone Max 2016. So I actually did an unboxing of this phone, so definitely check that out first. So yeah, this is the 2016 edition of the new Zenfone Max, which was previously available from Asus. It's priced similar to what the old phone was, but has got a spec bump inside. So for starters, this phone is now powered by a Snapdragon 615 processor along with the Adreno 405 GPU, and now comes in either 2GB or 3GB of RAM variants. These specs bumps definitely improve the performance of the device, but the major highlight here is the battery. This phone is rocking a massive 5000 mAh battery. Yeah, 5000 mAh. So this is a massive battery, which means two things for a smartphone. Number one, it will last you more than a day, and in no way whatsoever you can finish the battery within a day. And number two, the phone will be thicker than the usual phones due to the massive battery inside. But Asus did a good job with the Zenfone Max, and it does not feel thick in the hand. The overall build quality is great with the removable back and the solid frame. The phone feels comfortable in the hand, but it is not built out of metal like the other smartphones in the same price range nowadays. Over at the front, the Zenfone Max has a 720p 5.5-inch display. It's nothing too fancy and has a good viewing angles and sharpness, although you won't notice any pixels until you look very closely. The 720p panel also helps in extending the battery life even furthermore, since the phone has to drive less number of pixels, so it won't have to use too much power. The design is pretty much exactly the same as the last year model, and they have changed nothing over here. You have the same Asus chin at the bottom of the phone with the non-backlight capacitive buttons. The side of this phone has a metal-like finish, which gives it a look that the frame is made out of metal, which is also seen with the leather finish back, which is not actually leather. The performance is smooth for almost every situation, and the Zenfone Max is running Android Marshmallow out of the box. The UI feels smooth, and I didn't notice any lags anywhere while using the phone. You can easily do some light to medium gaming on this device, and it does not heat up that much. The overall software is Asus Zen UI, and it is rather a light version of Android Skin and comes with very little bloatware that can be easily uninstalled. On the benchmark, the phone scores around 40,000 on AnTuTu, which is far less compared to other phones in the same price bracket like the Redmi Note 3 or the Echo L1s. Talking about the primary camera, it is a 13 megapixel one with laser autofocus. It is the same sensor that is found on the Zenfone Laser and is a good camera that can take decent amount of shots. The photos it took lack some details here and there, but overall they are good for general use. They have included a USB OTG with this phone that allows it to charge other devices using the built-in battery. This can be used using a feature called reverse charging on the phone, and it can come handy when someone or yourself need battery for your other smartphones. The bad thing about the charging is that the phone came with a standard charger rather than a fast charger, which makes charging this phone taking almost 5 to 6 hours. They could have included a fast charger with this phone that would have made this phone perfect considering the battery life. Now talking about the battery life, this phone lasts almost 5 days without a charge on regular use. You can easily take this phone on a weekend road trip without any charger and not to worry about it. So overall, this is a perfect smartphone for someone who needs a massive battery life and nothing out of a smartphone that can do almost anything and run every app without breaking the bank. For everyone else who wants performance and speed, you can look for better options. That's it with the Zenfone Max review. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below.